is a comedian and an actor. Currently, you can see him in the Albert Brooks film, The Muse. Please welcome a very funny guy, Stephen Wright. Stephen, always nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's great. You bring just such an energy here. How is it going? How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. You're very kind. And I don't know if you know, occasionally I'm institutionalized.
Really?
Not very often, like about once a year for 1 or 2 weeks, and I'm on a new medication.
New medication, okay.
And it's helping me because now I really know what's happening more than I used to be. Like,
what was the old problem?
Well, I know, like, now I know that me and you are having a conversation and that Andy is acting like he's listening, but in his head he's really doing his taxes.
Bingo.
Yeah. And, like, before I would be more like wondering, you know, what would have it been like had I been born a day earlier. You know, maybe nothing other than I would have asked that question yesterday.
But nothing, that's, you know, any side effects with this medication? That's strong stuff, you know.
The wall between fantasy and reality is much stronger now. But there are side effects. I really want to have sex with skunks.
Sex with skunks?
I don't, though.
You don't? Okay, that's good to point that out. You don't?
No, it gets up to a point, and then I ask them to leave. Because I know it's because of the medication. You know, it's not like I'm nuts.
Right, right. Well, besides medication, what do you, I mean, when you're not taking your medication and suffering the side effects, what are you doing with yourself? What's your main activity?
I go fishing, and I rent movies, I draw, I rent movies. Recently I rented a movie. I was in the video store, I couldn't remember the title of the movie, so I'm describing the movie to the guy, and I said, you know, it's that color movie, it's on black and white film, it stars Nicolas Cage and Haley Mills. It's that one where the country loses the war because they accidentally made the submarines out of styrofoam and they won't go under the water. And the guy's just blankly looking at me, and as I'm saying this, I'm realizing this is not a movie I saw, this is a dream I had. I'm thinking I'm trying to rent one of my own dreams.
Right.
And then he said to me, that's not a movie you saw, that's a dream you had. And I said, how do you know? And he said, because you were in here last week trying to rent the same thing. And I said, all right, let me know when you get it in. But thanks for asking.
I like to ask about you. I mean, I don't think, a lot of people don't know this. I'm reading about you today. You went to art school. You went to art school, and you're quite an accomplished artist.
Yes,
what art school?
I went to Massachusetts School of Art, which is in Rhode Island. And I went there years ago.
Right.
Like more than 2, like 20. And, but in the summer, I went back to, you know, touch up. I wanted to do some more courses.
Get your chops back.
Yeah, I did a lot of, like, portraits of indoor landscapes that I had carved out of oil-based watercolors. And I also did some very abstract pen and ink. Pen and ink.
You have one here you want to show us.
Yes. This,
let's take a look at this.
This.
Can you get a tight shot of that? All right.
Now,
what's going on here?
This, if you can go in again there, this is a view of the Earth from outer space if space was white and there were no other planets.
That's nice.
It's called Hey, Where Is Everybody?
That's very good. You're a talented man.
Thank you. The thing about painting is you have to know when to stop.
Really?
Because if you overpaint, you can ruin it.
Right. Well, that's good. You stopped just in time. Now, do you ever... I don't know. I mean, I don't know you that well. You come and you hang out at the show sometimes. And are you a family guy? Do you ever want to settle down and have kids?
I want to have children, but not my own children. Imagine Oshkosh straitjackets for insane children.
Why?
Imagine...
Do I have to?
Imagine how weird phones would look if your mouth was nowhere near your ears. But someday, lots of my friends have children, and they all have those baby monitors so they can hear the baby in the other room, which I consider a form of wiretapping. You know, someday there's going to be a really smart baby that makes a recording of baby noises, and he's going to, like, sneak out and go to Spain and become a painter or something.
You think that's really going to happen?
Yes, I do. It makes me nervous.
Okay. You're very good at everyday answers to everyday questions. No, answers to everyday questions. You're good at something. I know you are.
I'm good at something. People ask me questions. They say, you know, hey, do you know where the train station is? Yes, probably near the tracks. And how are you getting to the airport? Well, I'm flying to one of them.
These are very good.
Yeah, and they come in handy if anyone ever asks me that, or if I'm on a TV show.
Like now. This is being televised, by the way. Are you going on the road again? You going to do some more stand-up?
Yes. Friday I start in Florida. I'm doing 15 cities up the coast, you know, up the East Coast of the United States.
Right.
And then a couple weeks off, and then I go to Dublin. I'm going to do some shows in Dublin. I'm looking forward to going to Ireland because I'm half Italian and I want to see how the Irish view Italy.
Okay. Do you enjoy that? Do you like performing in other countries? Do you like to...
Very much so. I've performed in South Africa and several times in Australia, and I like it. It's very exciting and yet nerve-wracking. It's kind of like going to a hooker.
I'm with you now. Do you, we finally connected.
You know, there's the same potential for laughter.
Do you speak other languages? Are you good at...
I speak to myself fluently in languages I'm unfamiliar with, just to screw with my subconscious.
Right, right.
But to answer your question, no.
No. Well, I think what's something is exciting is you're in this movie, The Muse.
Yes.
This must be an exciting thing.
Yes,
you're in a
because
movie.
Albert Brooks is one of my comedy heroes. I love his writing and his films, so to be in a movie with him is very exciting for me. Seriously, I'm not kidding. Usually what I say is ridiculous, but that's serious.
Right, okay. Was it fun for you to do the movie?
It wasn't. It
wasn't fun.
He was very angry. He would try to beat the out of me several times. And I would say, what? I said, am I doing anything wrong? And he said, no, it's nothing about you. I'm thinking about something else.
So would you work with him again? He's one of your heroes.
I would, but after it was over, he sent me a note that said, never again.
Oh.
But
so...
things could be worse.
Yeah. You could have sworn on national TV.
Thanks for coming. You too. Thanks for being here.
Hey, glad to be here.
You're at the, you know, I'm sending you to the Kravis Center in West Palm Beach, Florida on Sunday.
All right, fine. I'll get directions.
And you'll be at the Landmark Theater in Richmond, Virginia on October 14th. Stephen, it's always a pleasure. Thank you for being here. Stephen Wright, everybody. Mia St. John is coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.